The Lanterns trailer finally dropped. After this long, stale period of time where it felt like absolutely nothing was happening in the DCU, besides some slight promotion for the Supergirl movie coming out in June. So for a hot minute, it seemed like the gun had been jammed since the finale of Peacemaker, and I can tell you with an absolute certainty that from what we saw in this teaser, the gun has yet to regain its function. I don't know whose idea it was to make a Green Lantern trailer that contained such a lack of the color green. We don't even get to see any Green Lantern constructs. And I don't want to hear no BS about how it's just a teaser trailer. They couldn't even tease the damn power set of these characters, even though we've already seen their powers before. I mean, it would be nothing new, so why hide it now when you're trying to build hype up for your show? There are a lot of people who don't know nothing about Green Lantern, if you can believe it or not. This teaser trailer was their first introduction to these characters as a whole. And from this trailer alone, they don't know shit that they can do. This trailer seemed to neglect the fact that we've already been introduced to another Lantern before.
Have you ever talked with the other Lanterns?
I'm the only human, they're aliens. One of them's a fucking squirrel.
Yeah, and the red one's a fucking cat. Now, if a Negro remembers correctly, y'all had Guy Gardner, Green Lantern, all over the Superman movie. He even had multiple scenes in Peacemaker Season 2, Episode 1, but yeah, just like your father and mine, let's just pretend the little nigga doesn't exist.
With all due respect, we've been training for what, 2 months? And I haven't even worn the ring yet. Isn't the ring supposed to choose you? Why you got this old ass man keeping it warm for you? Is he your daddy? Nah, for real though. With as old as they made Hal Jordan in this, as a surprise twist, he could be.
Don't get hung up on the jewelry, Junior. You're just a fucking substitute teacher.
And not even 15 seconds in, James Gunn's gotta let us know that this is his project because of his childish level of profanity. And I'm not saying this because he cussed one time. I'm saying this because they cussed multiple times throughout this teaser trailer. James had stated in multiple occasions that he wanted to set a mature tone for the DCU, but he seems to think that the best way to go about doing that is to squeeze in as many F words and orgies as he possibly can into just about all of his mainline work. If you saw how he treated Lex Luthor when he had his cameo in Peacemaker, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. He put a PG-13 character into a rated R TV show and immediately had him talking about butt stuff.
Butt fucking a glowing twink with cartoon eyes in a cell beside me every night.
Like, would I be crazy to say that this ain't the way to do it? To set the mature tone. It just makes it sound like something a teenage boy would write. But you want to be childish, let's be childish. I want you to take a shot on an empty stomach every time you hear a cuss word in this trailer. A common theme you'll see in this trailer. Every time the ring is supposed to be in use, the editor will chop that scene the fuck away. I am not kidding when I say you will not see a damn thing to do with constructs in this trailer. Just wait.
This is my town.
So we're not in Coast City. Oh, okay. I'm not saying that they need to put Green Lantern there right now, but I'm just getting a vibe so far that the budget for this show must have been quite low.
Stay the fuck out of my way.
Another one.
The Green Lanterns.
That has gotta be the dullest, most nonsensical CW era Green Lantern suit I have ever set my eyes on. I've seen cosplayers do better than this. How is it that Ryan Reynolds' suit was more comic accurate than this? This is the second time the Green Lantern suit in the DCU looked like buns to me. The inaccuracy. It's supposed to be made out of the energy he can harness from the ring. So why? Oh, why can he hang it up in his closet? I just want to be clear and concise about all of this right now before I continue. I am not saying that the show is gonna be bad. I am not saying that it sucks, nor that I won't grow to like it and love it. My point overall is that the teaser trailer wasn't giving. Maybe the suit will look good when he puts it on. maybe the powers and tones and the writing will be top tier. But from what they chose to give us, I am not impressed. I am not amused nor any more excited than I was. At this point, I'm just happy I get to see Aaron Pierre acting again. That right there.
Ooh, that brother's floating in the air.
That is the only time you finna see them Green Lantern powers on display. And all we saw was his flight. We didn't see an ounce of green in this trailer besides his ring, his lantern, his ugly ass lantern, and some grass. I'm sorry, but to me, somebody who looked up to Green Lantern as a kid, he was my favorite superhero for a good couple of years at one point. This just kinda soggied up my chorizo. From this teaser trailer alone, it doesn't truly feel like a Green Lantern show. I'm not even sure off of the first glance who the villain or villains are supposed to be. I'm just gonna assume, because we see a little bit of yellow being pointed at my boy's medulla oblongata, that it's something to do with the Sinestro Corps. But if anything, this trailer looks more like a sequel to Rebel Ridge. It fits the same theme and aesthetic of the damn movie, so why not? I feel like James Gunn's gotta start being a little more ambitious. I want a vibrant Green Lantern suit. One that comes from the ring. Not on some Green Lantern movie full body CGI thing, but CG the suit forming on his body, then switch to a practical one. Because from what I saw, damn, this ain't it. I feel like we should be in Coast City. I'm not saying that they need to be, but this feels more like Superman and Lois rather than Green Lantern. Like instead of the show taking place in Metropolis, y'all done took us to Smallville. The story of the Lantern spans across entire galaxies. I, at very least, want to see their main city be at play in this series. Yes, I want James Gunn to take things slow. The last thing I want is for the DCU to end up like the MCU. But would I be crazy to say that the pacing of what he's doing in the DCU right now is a little bit too slow? I went on their Instagram a couple weeks back and I saw that they were still doing promo for the Superman movie. But I want to know how you feel. Am I wrong to think this way? Do you like what we saw in this trailer? I specifically want to hear an answer from you people who are unfamiliar with Green Lantern. Let me know in the comments below and I'ma be seeing you. Bye.
Oh, this pain different.